on the grind, gotta maintain focus. Pacing down the streets, ain't no white flag rage, just a black man rage, overtaking those trying to rage. The revolution gon' be televised. The revolution gon' be televised.
How you doing, sister?
All right now, King.
Good. You know you're Israelite?
Huh?
What's your father ethnicity?
Black.
Black? Okay, cool. So basically, what we come out here to do is let blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that they are the Israelites according to the Bible. So have you ever heard the information?
Yup.
You have?
Yup.
So
I believe in all black and brown and men are kings.
Okay, cool. So what we gonna do about it now? Since you know about the information that we are the Israelites, what do you got to do now? What is required of you?
Hey, I'll do what I can to pass it on.
Okay,
Try to get
cool.
the youngsters as to learn and live and be kings.
Okay, cool.
Queens.
So the reason why I asked you, matter of fact, go to we'll come back to my phone. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. I want to show you something because this is what's required. Matter of fact, no, go to Deuteronomy 10 and 10 and 12. I want to show you what's required according to the Bible.
Okay. I'm willing to be educated.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what do the Lord require? Let's see.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So now what we got to do as a people, see, this is the thing. It's one thing to know. It's one thing to know that we the Israelites, we God's chosen people, we the greatest people on earth. But the thing that we got to do after we learn, now we have to change our ways. We got to let the Spirit of the Most High God change our ways. And what we got to do is come back to his law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat pork?
No.
Okay, all praises. You keep the commandment.
No, I don't eat red meat. No.
Okay, cool. What about you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster?
I eat fish and I fish like organic almost because I'm a survivor of cancer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
okay.
God gave me his purpose.
Well, the Most High allowed you to live. You see what I'm saying? You came out to see us. You actually, walk right by us. You know what I'm saying? And that was the Most High.
I was in my own zone. I see. Now I hear you.
Okay, cool. Watch it. Get Proverbs 20 and 24. How you doing, sister? You doing all right? Okay. But yeah, Proverbs 20 and 24. Watch this. See, this is the thing. Before you woke up this morning, the Most High already had it set up. You know what? You're going to walk down the store. You're going to be in your own world. You're going to run right into us. Watch it.
You said 24, right?
Yeah, 20 and 24.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24.
20 and 24, my bad.
20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
So it said man's goings are of the Lord. So you didn't know. You didn't know you was going to come up here today. To be honest, we just came from being downtown. Wasn't we just downtown?
No.
We was going to teach downtown, but we was like, the brother said, man, let's come out here. He said, but the Most High put that in him to come out here, and he put it in you before you was even woke up this morning to come out here. And now, look where we at.
He leads me to you.
Exactly.
How can a man then understand his own way?
So how can you understand your own ways? Because the Most High has prepared your goings to come here. And see, what we out here to teach is that what we have to do, we have to come back to the commandments. We got to start keeping God's commandments. We got, like I said, the pork, the shrimp, the crab, the lobster. Like if you eat any type of fish, make sure the fish that you eating has scales and fins. You see what I'm saying?
It's not man-made.
Yeah, anything in the water that ain't got scales and fins, don't deal with it.
Oh, I know.
Exactly. Okay, cool.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
Because God learned from being a fool and being God's masterpiece because it's my Messiah.
So you got saved from cancer, right?
Yeah.
And the Most High tells us to don't eat certain things that causes us specifically as Israelites, blacks and Latinos, and Native Americans to get cancer. One of those things, swine. Another one of those things, crab, lobster, and shrimp. All those things causes us to get cancer later on in life. So if we just decide to listen to the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, we can avoid those certain things that are cancerous and poisonous to us. Because we're supposed to treat our temple as we would God. And what is our temple? Our body.
All praise.
Exactly. You see, the brother put it out clearly. He said that the brother put it out clearly, like he said though, man. Basically, we don't want to sit up there and destroy our temples. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. What we got to come back to is the laws of God. God gave us rules and regulations of how to conduct ourselves as a people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, this is the thing. America, when you look at America, they give you America have their culture. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, live how you want to, live. They say this is the land, the land of the free, home of the brave. But it's clear that this is not the land of the free.
No, you can't be.
Because our ancestors came here on slave ships.
Exactly.
And then you had the Aztecs, you had the Mayans, all these different people. They were over here already, but they were enslaved too. So what I'm saying is that America has its sets of rules that they want you to follow. But the question is, you have to ask yourself: do you want to follow the rules of America, or do you want to follow the rules of God? Because let me ask you a question: which one's going to benefit you more?
Following the rules of God.
Exactly.
Learning from being a fool to be his masterpiece.
Exactly. So, exactly. That's just the for real.
This is what I wrote. I learned from being a fool, being God's masterpiece, because He deserved me for my moment. Because I don't wear or look like what I've been through, because He is going to show me His purpose, and He has.
Right.
And I'm a survivor from victim of violence and cancer.
Okay.
And I'm standing there for you.
Okay, cool. And that's good. You, like the brother was saying, it's a blessing that you're here. So let me ask you a question: do you keep holidays?
No, I don't celebrate them right now because I'm building myself and got to get myself together with God.
Okay, cool. Well, look, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna give you this. Unless you got a precept, you got a precept. We got a precept for you. We're gonna send you with this.
Okay.
We just want to get you back. Basically, get our people back keeping these commandments of God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this is the thing. The Bible said that when we stop keeping these commandments, you will see us in these predicaments we're in right now. In the worst part, getting gunned down every day. We were just reading the scripture just a minute ago that was talking about we would be getting slain before our enemies.
Oh yeah.
And you see it happen every day with the police killing us every day. They gunning us down.
Yeah, I know. My brother was killed by it.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. We're sorry to hear that. My brother got a precept. Listen.
All right, so you said you was a fool, right?
Yep, sure was.
Humbly, right?
Yes.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Because this what the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 25. And I'm gonna read down to verse 28. Now I'm gonna read down to verse 31. If you can bear with me. It says this. It says, because the foolishness of God, right? So God's foolishness and His folly is wiser than men. Okay? And the weakness of God is stronger than men. Right? So it doesn't matter how low you want to bring God down, He's still going to be wiser than the smartest man ever made.
Exactly.
Right? It says, but for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. So you got all these people that think they're big shots, right?
Right.
You got people in the streets, big time drug dealers. You got big time gang members. You got politicians. You got presidents. Everybody think they're a noble man, right? But according to God, they are not called, right? So you're just high amongst men, but according to God, you're nothing, right? Let's keep on reading. It says, but God have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Right? So God is waking up and choosing the small things. He's choosing the high school dropouts, the college dropouts.
Exactly.
He's choosing the reformed gang members, the reformed drug dealers, the reformed rapists. He's choosing them to come out and preach the word of God in truth and sincerity because we've been humble. We've been humble. We understand the true power and glory of the Most High. Right? So let's keep on reading. It says, God have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Right? So you're a cancer survivor. You were really weak at one point, almost to the point of dying, right? Right? But now He's using you as a testimony that you can give to somebody else that might be high on their pedestal, pumped full of pride. Right? Yeah. No, He might use you and the knowledge that He gave you to humble them down. Exactly. So they don't have to go through the same thing you went through. Or maybe they might go through the same thing you went through, but because you had a conversation with them, they were able to get through it because they reflected back on your conversation.
Exactly.
Right? Verse 28, it says, and the base things of the world and the things which are despised have God chosen. Yea, and the things which are not to bring to naught the things that are. Right? So as a people, Black, Latinos, and Native Indigenous American, we are considered the people that are not. Right? We got all these names, which really these are our names right here. Exactly. But we can't claim these names right now because we got some people over there in Israeli claiming that they are from the tribe of Judah. Really, that's it. Right. But they're claiming that they're part of the 12 tribes. So that means we don't have an identity. There's no identity called black. Right. There's no identity. What was the land of Mexico before it was called Mexico? Right. But now everybody's calling themselves Mexicans. Right. So the things that are not God is going to use us for things that are base, right? We're at the bottom of society right now. As far as blacks and Latinos go, we're at the bottom of society. So God is waking up his chosen people, the ones that he's called and the ones that he's chosen to confound these mighty men in the highways and byways. That's why I was like downtown. I was like, they don't want it down here, man. Let's go to where our people are.
Right.
Out south. Why did they put us out south? Because that's where they had that red line. That's where they went to get. That's where they have all the colors, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because they want to keep us all trapped in together. Well, hey, look, I want to be out here anyways. You feel me? Right? So 29. It says what? Start 29. I'm almost done. Just 2 more verses.
It's all good. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here. I'm right here.
I said 2 and 29.
I'm taking it all in.
Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 1 and 29. That no flesh should glory in his presence. Yeah, that was just 29. Did you want 30? Oh, okay, slop. But of him are ye in Christ Jesus, who of God is made unto us wisdom and righteousness, and sanctification and redemption.
Right? So we're nothing according to the flesh. Right? What God's looking at is, who are you on the inside? Right? When we say your heart, we're talking about your mind. What's going on in your mind? Right? Who do you really believe in? Tupac said it best. He was like, who do you believe in?
Right.
You know? So what we're trying to say is we believe in the only power, Yahweh the power, right? And his son Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ as our Savior, that's going to redeem us from who? Our enemies.
Right.
That's why I hate when people say this, I'm saved. We just got done talking to some ungrateful ass Mexicans.
Say that at the moment.
Yeah.
Saved at the moment.
They say, but saved for what? What if a cop comes, what if somebody break into your house and has a gun pointed at you and is ready to kill you? Are you saved then?
Right.
No. God said when God come back, the world will be at peace. It's not going to be no more violence and wars. So nobody's saved yet.
Right.
That's why I despise the Christian church with a passion. I despise them. I will never be their friends because they have taught our people wrong. They make it to where it's hard for us to preach the Bible. You don't see Christians out here on the street corners trying to reach out people and talk to them. No. And then half the time when you go to these churches, you don't see brothers from ages 18 to 35 in there. You might catch some, here and there. You might, or if you do have a large congregation, guess what? Those brothers was brought up into that church and they're just going off of how they was raised, trying to keep traditions that we learned from our slave masters. Right? Just because it's going to keep mom from yelling at me. I ain't trying to hear her mouth, right? Well, I don't give a damn about my mom's mouth. I love her. I don't give a damn about her mouth. She can talk to me all damn day. If what she's saying goes against the Most High Scriptures, guess what? That's not my mom. We'll bring that out in some back.
I remember that was
God. So, while he's getting that, dang, I had another one I wanted to bring up. Yeah, bring that up.
Do you remember which one it is?
This is the book of Matthew chapter 12 and 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Right, so whosoever shall do the will of my Father in heaven. Right, so that's the people that chooses to follow the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments and forsake what America got going on. Because let's just be honest. It's nothing good that's really came out of this country. We can act like it is just because every once in a while we can go and have some fun in a gathering, a public gathering or whatever, but that's fake because you're with a whole bunch of fake folks or you're there with a whole bunch of young folks that don't know shit about life yet. They ain't really been through nothing. Or they might be going through something and their mind is warped and twisted so they think that it's okay to be out here dressed half naked shaking their ass. Molested children on video. I literally seen yesterday. I seen a black woman with the worst song I've ever heard in my life, and she was over there twerking on a little kid. Little kid was over there like yeah, and she was over there bending over rapping the song. I'm like, you are trash. You are trash. But why is it? And this is not even no man or woman thing, but it just seems like it's okay for women to molest children in America. And nobody ever talks about it. But when a man does it, it's wrong. Which both are wrong. Both are horribly wrong. But it's just funny to me because that shit happened to me when I was little. And that's just on a small scale. I wasn't stunning or nothing.
They need to be better.
But yes, they're whores.
They
need to stop acting like whores. Like you said, they need to start acting like queens and princesses and royalty. Yes.
Yes.
And you know what happens though? The men got to stop perpetuating that. So let's keep on reading.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Right. So only the people that do the will of the Most High God. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're blood. If you're out here and you're selling drugs and creating crackheads and clucks, I don't give a damn if you're my dad. I don't give a damn if you're my brother, sister, or mother. You're not my mother no more. Because my mission is totally opposite of yours. I'm actually here to shut down shop.
Exactly.
I'm not going to snitch on you to the police. I'm not going to do that. Because I don't trust them.
Right.
So you got off. But I'm going to get on the street corners where you out there selling your yay, selling your heroin, your kibbles and bits, whatever mugs want to call them today, right?
I don't even know.
Crack rock, right? Whatever you selling, I ain't jacking. Matter of fact, I'm going to get a cluck $5 not to mess with you, right? If I got it, I probably ain't going to do that to everybody. But you feel what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
I'm here to shut down shop.
Is this your tip jar?
Yeah.
I ain't got much. But
Hey,
for real. I love you, King. Y'all got my attention. I'm glad you stopped. For real. Yes, and what you speak, I say to everyone in
Definitely
every
check
day.
that info out, though. Hit us up. We be having classes
This is
every
it?
Friday. Yup.
All right, because that's the one I kept looking at. I was looking for you. All right, I want to get to the story before. Bless you.
God says love you. We're going to pray for you.
Much love.